Okay, somebody knows how to play Family Feud? Or nobody? No? This is a program that the host is Steve Harley, the one that made the mistake in Miss Universe, and he was Mr. Universe and all that. Okay, so he is the host of this program. And the point here is to try to guess which is the most popular answer for a question. Okay, for example, if I ask you, tell me a typical food in Guayaquil. Put it in the chat box, please. Typical food in Guayaquil. Put your answers in the chat box. Send them quickly, quickly, quickly. Typical food in Guayaquil. Okay, I have 4 answers now. Let's see. Okay. And out of the 4 answers, well, 5 answers that I got, or 6, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 encebollados. Okay? So I have encebollado, seco de pollo, and bolón. Bolón is popular, is typical food. Encebollado is a typical food. And seco de pollo is a typical food. All of them are correct. But which is the most popular answer? Which will be the most popular answer? Encebollado, yeah? So that's what you need to do in this game. You're going to have 4 possible answers, and you have to tell me which do you think was the most popular? Okay, the one that more people answered for each situation. Is that clear? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's play. I'm going just to pick a few people in my list order here, and then the rest of the people will participate on another activity. So let me start with Alanis. Alanis, pick a number.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. After you take a selfie, what might you do with it? And we have 4 possibilities. Add it to your story, delete it and take it again, add a filter, or send it to a friend. Which one do you think is the most popular answer?
Delete it and take it
Delete.
again.
Okay, delete it and take it again. That's not the most popular. Let me see. Lilian, it's not Liliana. Change the name, please. Ariana, which one do you think is the most popular answer?
Add it to your story.
Add it to your story. Let's see. Yes, okay, that was the most popular answer. Okay, next question. Let me continue with Ashley. Ashley, pick a number.
16.
Number 16, okay. Name something that will exist in 100 years. Here I have teleporters, automatic everything, cure for cancer, and flying cars. Which one do you think is the most popular answer?
Flying cars.
Flying cars, let's see. Yes, that's the most popular answer. Very good. Let's continue. Let me go now with Carolina. Carolina, pick a number.
Number 2.
Number 2, okay. Name something you find in couch cushions. These are the couch cushions, okay? These are couch cushions. What would you find there?
Remote control.
The remote control, let's see. Yeah, but it's not the most popular answer. Let me see. What do you think? Diana. What do you think is the most popular answer? Coins, crumbs, or phone?
Coins.
Coins, let's see. Yes, coins, correct. Okay, let's go for another one. Chris, pick a number.
10.
For 10, okay? Name something a grandfather teaches his grandson to do. And we have drive, play sports, ride a bike, or fish.
Ride a bike.
Ride a bike, let's see. Yeah, but it's not the most popular. Denise, what do you think?
Play sports.
Play sports, not the most popular either. Let me hear Dominica Valda, what do you think?
Fish.
To fish, let's see. Yes, correct. I'm sorry, I'm with a sore throat now. So very good. Let's continue. Dominica Cedeño, pick a number.
6.
Or 6. Name a sport or athletic league whose large athletes you'd hate to ride a seesaw with. Okay, it's kind of confusing this question, but imagine which type of athlete league you won't want to play seesaw with, okay? Because they're too big. What will be the most popular answer here?
WWF wrestling.
Wrestlers, let's see. No, okay, it's an answer, but not the most popular. Let me hear from Evelyn. Evelyn, what do you think? Which is the most popular answer here?
Sumo.
Sumo wrestling, let's see. Yes, of course, they're the biggest. Yeah, sumo wrestling. Okay, let's continue. Francesca, pick a number.
4.
Can you repeat?
Number 4.
Number 4. I hear you really, really low today, Francesca. Name something you see at a carnival. We have bright lights, cotton candy, carousel, and the Ferris wheel.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, let's see. Yes, but not the most popular. Genesis, what do you think? What would be the most popular answer? Something you see at a carnival.
Bright lights.
Bright lights. Yes, you see them, but again, it's not the most popular answer. Let me hear from Gustavo. What do you think is the most popular answer, Gustavo? The Ferris wheel. Yes, the Ferris wheel, I think, will be the most. You know what's the Ferris wheel? People? No? Okay, this thing, La Perla, that's a Ferris wheel. Okay, that's a Ferris wheel. So very common in a carnival. Okay, let's continue. Lady, pick a number.
Teacher, good morning.
Good morning, Maho.
Number 5.
Number 5. Name a chore that people do. We have cleaning the bathroom, taking out the trash, vacuuming, or emptying the dishwasher. Which is the most common?
Cleaning the
most-
bathroom.
Cleaning the bathroom, not cleaning the bathroom. It is a chore, but not the most popular. Majo Sarango, what do you think?
Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash. Taking out the trash. Yes, that's the most popular chore. Okay, the most popular answer. Now, let me see. Majo Tamayo, pick a number.
Number 1.
Number 1. Give me a second, let me move this. Number 1. Name a reason why you might not respond a text message. Okay? Because you haven't read it, you don't want to talk to them, you're busy, or you forgot. What do you think is the most popular answer?
Don't want to say to them.
You don't want to talk to them. Okay, you don't answer because you don't want to talk to them. Yes, it's correct, Majo, but we have one popular answer. Michelle, which do you think is the most popular answer?
7.
No, not, what did you say, Michelle? Can you repeat? Could you repeat, please, Michelle?
Number 1.
This one, haven't read it?
Yes.
Haven't read it yet, okay? Yeah, but it still is not the most popular answer. Naomi, what do you think? A reason why you might not respond a text message.
Busy.
Because you're busy? Okay, but that's not the most popular answer. So the most popular answer is that you forget, okay? Why you didn't answer? Because I forgot. Okay, this time we didn't get it. Let's go with Natalia. Natalia, pick a number.
Number 7.
Okay, so name a word that they use at a sporting event that is also used on Family Feud. Well, this is difficult. Just imagine we have strike, winner, good, and shake hands. All are correct, but which one do you think is the one that most people say?
What is Family Feud?
Family Feud is the game that we're playing now. Okay, it's the game we're playing now. So you will have to guess, Natalia, in this one. Which one do you think more people say? A word that they use in sports and they also use in this game.
Winner?
The winner, okay. Let's see. It's not the most popular. Saskia, what do you think?
Good.
Good? Not really. Let me see. Valeria, what do you think?
Shake hands.
Shake hands? But that's not so sporty. Okay, a strike. A strike will be like in baseball. Strike. Same thing there. Okay, let me see who hasn't participated yet. I think I don't have Jennifer here. And ready, start participating. Okay, Álvaro. Álvaro, pick a number. It just came, but pick a number, Álvaro. Álvaro. Ah, Steffi, I'm also missing Steffi. Steffi, pick a number.
50.
Álvaro, can you repeat?
50.
15, okay. Which animal has the best chance of winning the hurdles? These are the hurdles, okay, what you see in the picture. A kangaroo, a cheetah, a dog, or a horse. Which animal has the best chance to win at the hurdles?
Horse.
The horse, let's see. Yes, that's the most popular answer, okay? You got it from the beginning. Well, we have a few more numbers, but everybody had participated. Alvaro, there you are, Alvaro. Alvaro, pick a number and I will explain in a moment. Choose one number.
8.
Number 8. Okay. Name the least offensive sport if you forget your deodorant. We have golf, bowling, or ping pong. Which one do you think is the least offensive sport if you're not using deodorant?
Oh,
Sorry, could you repeat?
don't know, ping pong.
Ping
Don't know.
pong?
Yeah.
Okay, could be. All of them are possibilities, okay? For example, in ping pong, you're on one side of the table, the other person is on the other side. It's possible. But which one do you think is the most popular answer? And let me see. I don't have Gerald today yet. So, people in the chat box, and to finish this activity, which one do you think is the most popular? Golf or bowling? The most popular answer. Okay, Domenica Cedeño says golf. Naomi bowling, golf, Chris. What about the rest of the people? Which one do you think was the most popular answer? We have 2 votes for golf, 1 for bowling, another vote for golf. So let's try with golf. Yes, okay, that's the answer. Okay, just have a little entertainment. Okay, so the game, Alvaro, all the answers are correct. We just have to try to guess which is the answer that most people said, okay? The most popular answer. That's the game Family Feud. It's very funny. If you go to YouTube, you may find it, and it's a very funny game to watch, okay? So today we're going to talk about manners, modern manners. When I was little, long time ago, we used to have in school a subject that was called urbanidad. And in that subject, we had a manual from a man called something Carreño. So in this manual, they tell us all the good manners, okay? The things that you have to do in the table, the things that you have to do when you enter to a place, all these good manners. And today we're going to talk about some modern good manners and good manners in general, yeah? So to start, we're going to think about the phone and some technology etiquette or good manners in that manner. So let's start trying to recognize some sounds, okay? Some sounds that are going to show different actions made when you are in a phone call, okay? So here we have, he's dialing a number. She's texting or messaging a friend. He's just hung up. He's choosing a new ringtone. He's calling back. He left a message on his voicemail. She left a message on his voicemail. And the lines engaged or busy. So each of these situations, dialing a number, texting or messaging, hanging up, choosing a new ringtone, calling back, leaving a message, or when the line's busy, they have a special sound. So what are we going to do? We're going to match the sound with the activity, okay? So you need to listen well. Let me just make sure that I have sound. Yeah. So ready? Is it clear what we're going to do? We're going to match the sound with the activity. So pay a lot of attention to the recording. Here we go.
2.41. 1, 2,
Goodbye.
3, 4,
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Jack. It's Sandra. I was just calling to confirm that meeting.
5, 6,
Hello?
Oh, hi, it's James. I phoned half an hour ago, but Anne wasn't in. Is she there now?
7,
Okay, so we're going to listen now again, and I'm going to stop after each sound. And I would like you to tell me, if you know, just turn on your microphone, tell me what this sound represents, okay? Let me have my annotations ready. And here we go. Number 1.
2.41. 1.
Okay, what is that sound for? Who can tell me? What do you think? Number 1.
D.
B, texting. Are you sure? Let me see. Naomi says D. Okay.
No, D.
E, calling back, or D?
D. D.
D. Okay, Chris. Yes. Okay, D. Naomi also says D. Yes, it's choosing a new ringtone. Okay, and we can hear the different ringtones. Let's go to number 2.
2.
Goodbye.
Okay, what is happening in number 2? Tell me. Oh, let's see.
E.
E. Okay, yeah, it's the first E. There's a mistake here. It should be letter C, okay? But yes, she just hung up. Okay, that will be number 2. This will be a letter C. I'm going to correct it. Next one, number 3. Let's see. There you go.
3.
Okay, what's that?
A.
A, dial number, GG. Let's see, any other opinion? Okay, I put it in the chat box. Let's see, yes, okay. It's G, the line is busy, okay. Dialing at the beginning, but then we have that the line was missing. Okay, let's continue. Number 4.
4.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Jack. It's Sandra. I was just calling to confirm that meeting.
Okay, I know you already put the answer. Very good. The answer is letter F. Okay, so that will be number 4. She is leaving a message in the voicemail. Let's go to number 5.
5. 6.
Wait. Oops, I'm sorry.
A.
So yes, it's A. Now I have to look for the place in the recording. Yes, number 6 is, sorry, number 5 is A. And now I have to look for the place of number 6 because I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I think maybe around here. Okay.
6.
Hello?
Oh, hi, it's James. I phoned half an hour ago, but Anne wasn't in. Is she there now?
Okay, so what do you think? Letter B, okay, or letter E. Letter E, yes. He's calling back. So the last one will be texting, but let's listen.
7.
'Kay, so that is texting and sending the message. Okay, number 7 right here. So we have the different sounds right there of the phone. But why? Why do we do this? First, it's the vocabulary, okay? Dialing a number, texting or messaging, hanging up, a ringtone, call back, leave a message, voicemail, and line engage or busy. Okay, pay attention to those words. But as I said, today we're going to talk about good manners. Okay, and we're going to start talking about good manners with your mobile phone. Okay, good manners with your mobile phone. But before we read the story, I want you to tell me what could be a bad manner while you are in your phone or related to your phone. You can tell. I'll give you an example. In my opinion, using your phone while you're eating, having lunch or dinner with somebody else, in my opinion, that's good, bad manners. Okay. Do you have any other situation related to phones that you think are bad manners? Can somebody tell me? Open your microphone. What would be bad manners related to your phone? Nothing? You can do anything with your phone, that's okay?
When you're talking with someone by call and the other person is doing anything else, so you don't know if that person is paying attention to your conversation or
Exactly. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody face to face, and while you're speaking, the other person is on their phone, okay? That would be bad manners. Any other situation? What else? What else could be bad manners related to your mobile phone?
The first thing I do is I use the phone when I wake up.
Okay. And do you think that's a bad manner?
Yes,
Yes? Okay, you're really not affecting other people, in my opinion, but you may be affecting yourself. Okay, the first thing that you do. And I think if we raise our hands right now, and let's do it, we're going to do and see if we're not the only ones. Put your hands up if the first thing that you do when you wake up is look at your cell phone. Okay, put your hands up. Yeah. First thing you do, you wake up, you pick up your cell phone, and you see if you have messages, you check WhatsApp or whatever. Most of the people nowadays, okay? Even before we say good morning to the person next to us. So yes, it happens. Check the hour. Okay, we're checking what time is it? Yeah, it could be. Yes. Okay. So it happens. Now, which other thing could be a bad manner with your phone? For example, in which situations it won't look good or be the good thing to do to use your phone? You can tell me. Which situation is considered a bad manner to use your phone? We already said, Naomi said when you're speaking to somebody else. A bad manner using your phone. I said that for me, using the phone while you're eating is not good manners. Alvaro says while driving, yeah. Okay, we already saw a little bit of that it reduces our capacity to react. What else? What else could be bad manners using your phone? In which places you cannot use your phone? There are places that
church.
to you at church, okay? So the people at church. Okay, so we're going to read an article, and it's like a manual of good manners while using your phone, okay? Or related to your phone. While you read, I want you to pay attention to these questions, okay? Like have these questions in your mind while you're reading. Do you agree with what Debret said? That's the person that writes the article. Do you ever do any of these things? Are they a problem where you live? And are there any other things people do with their phones that annoy you? Okay, so let's go to the story or the article right here. And we're going to read 8 different things that you should do or don't do while using your phone, okay? So I'll read the introduction and then I will ask 8 people to help me with the tips. It says, The Bread's, a well-known British publisher, has been producing guides on how people should behave since the 1900s, including the Bread's etiquette and modern manners and the English gentleman. Nowadays, it still offers advice on what and what not to do in social situations. So this is the Bread's guide to mobile phone etiquette. Number 1, Valeria, could you read, please?
I think what your ringtone says about you. If you are sometimes embarrassed by your ringtone, it's almost certainly the wrong one, and you should change it.
Okay. Has somebody been embarrassed of your own ringtone? I know you have a funny song or something like that. Have you heard a ringtone that is like funny? Well, I don't know, in a situation and then a phone starts ringing, but not normally, like with some kind of crazy song or somebody saying that frog. What is frog? Frog is song or a ringtone or something like that. I remember somebody had one that says like, answer your phone, answer now, or something like that. Yeah, every time the phone rings. So if you have a ringtone that, I have a Dragon Ball ringtone, okay. If you have a ringtone that embarrasses you, change it, okay? That's what it says. Number 2, Saskia.
Take notice of who is around you. Make sure your conversation is not disturbing other people. Intimate conversations are never
Where are you?
appropriate.
Where are you? Give me a second. Number 2. You're in number 2?
Oh, sorry, I was
Okay.
reading number 3.
Okay.
When in doubt, use silent or vibrate mode. It may surprise your companions when you suddenly answer an invisible silent phone, but at least they won't have to listen to your ringtone.
Okay, so in certain situations, if you don't know if it's okay to have your phone on or not, better just put it in silence. Yeah, that's what it says. Now, number 3, Domenica Balda.
Okay. Take notice of who is around you. Make sure your conversation is not disturbing other people. Intimate conversations are never
Appropriate.
appropriate in front of others.
Okay, so when people are talking to their boyfriends or girlfriends and being so sweet and all that, that's a conversation that may not be appropriate to have in front of a lot of people. Or maybe if you're fighting with somebody, yeah? So you should move and keep it private. Number 4, Steffi.
Okay. Respect quiet zones. You must not use your phone in quiet zones on trains or in hotels. That is a reason why they exist.
Okay, so there are quiet zones. There are places where you can see a sign that has a mobile phone and a line crossing it. You should not use it there. Okay, you should respect that rule. Number 5, number 5, Ariana.
Never shoot. Your phone is not megaphone. You don't have to shoot.
Shout.
I don't shout. I don't shout because you think reception is poor. It won't make any difference.
Okay, so don't shout. Okay, never shout. Number 6, Michelle. Yes, Michelle? Michelle, are you there? Can you hear me? Michelle, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's continue with Domenica Cedeño. Please help me with number 6.
People with you deserve more attention than those at the end of a phone. Wherever possible, turn off your phone in social situations and at meal times, or put it on vibrate. If you have to keep your phone on because you are expecting an important call, apologize in advance.
Okay, so you have to say, I may have to take a call later, so I apologize if that happens. Yeah, so you anticipate that that may happen, and this was what Naomi was talking about. You're talking to somebody, you shouldn't be using your phone. Number 7, Francesca.
Don't carry on phone conversations when you are in the middle of something else. This is especially true if you are in banks, shops, etc. It is insulting not to give the people who are serving you your full attention.
Okay, so I could say that sometimes I have done that. Okay, you're on the phone, you're talking to somebody, you go to a shop and you start like telling something to the shop assistant, and then you keep on your phone. And you're not really like paying attention or giving your attention to the people that are serving you. So that will also be considered bad manner. Chris, let's finish with you. Number 8.
Think about where you are calling from. Don't make or receive calls in inappropriate places. Put your phone on vibrate in meetings, cinemas, etc. If you must take a call in the car, use hands free seat.
Okay, preset. So, don't make or receive calls in inappropriate places like cinemas and your car. If it's completely necessary, use hands-free. Even though we already saw that hands-free is still not completely safe. Yeah, better, but not completely safe. Now, let's go back to the questions that we have right here. So let me hear some opinions. Do you agree with what this manual says? Lady, tell me your opinion about the different tips. Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of them? What do you think? See if I still have lady here. Yes, there you are. Lady, are you there? Okay. So, what do you think?
Well, I think that I agree with most of them, especially the ones that said that you don't have to use your phone at meal times or special occasions.
Okay. Now, Carolina, do you ever do any of these things? Do you ever do any of these that they say that you shouldn't do, but do you do it? Yeah, Carolina?
Repeat, please.
Yes. Do you do any of these things? Any of these things? Okay, that they say that you don't have to do you do it or never? Sometimes. Okay, this is the question. Do you ever do any of these things? Okay, the things that are mentioned here. Like talking in quiet zones or shouting on your phone or using your phone when you are in a meal.
The first.
The first one, like
The
you
right.
have a bad ringtone. Your
Yes.
phone, yeah. What's your ringtone? Or you don't want to say?
It's the music of the anime.
Okay, that's your
But,
ringtone.
¿cómo sería? Ruidoso. No sé, ruidoso.
Noisy, noisy.
Noisy. Once in my class. So no.
Okay, once it rang in your class.
In my class.
And people were laughing.
Yes, maybe. So.
So were you embarrassed about that?
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. Let me see. Alvaro, do you ever do any of these things?
I think only first one. The ringtone.
The ringtone also, because you have
Yep.
your Dragon Ball ringtone, right? That's what you
Yep.
said? Okay. I used to have a friend that has this habla mandarina, yeah, every time his phone rang. So it was really fun. Now, do you think these tips apply also to our country, our context, or is something just for other countries? Or these are general tips? What do you think? Denise, what do you think about this? This applies everywhere or just in certain places?
No, I think there is a general thing.
It's for everybody that uses a phone, right? General.
In every
Okay.
place.
Every place. Now, can somebody tell me if there is any other thing that annoys you when people are speaking on the phone? Something that wasn't mentioned. Somebody has maybe another idea of something that should be considered a bad manner when using your phone? No? Okay. So I think most of it is good. Now, we are going to pay attention to the highlighted phrases in the story. So let's look at them again. The first one says, you should change it. That's one phrase. The other one, you must not use your phone. The other one, you don't have to shout. The other one, if you have to keep your phone on. And the last one, you must take a call. Okay, if you must take it. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we have, come on. I'm sorry, is that I have the thing of the faces and I cannot move it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we have, you should change it. You must not use your phone. You don't have to shout. You have to keep your phone on. And if you must take a call. Those four phrases. Let's think of the first one. You should change it. What do you think that means? You don't need to do this. It isn't necessary. Don't do this. It isn't allowed or permitted. It's necessary or compulsory or mandatory to do this, or it's a good idea to do this. If I say you should change it, what would be? A, B, C, or D? You don't need to, don't do it, it's mandatory or it's an obligation, or it's a good idea. You can tell me. Okay, what do you think? If I say you should do it. What does that phrase imply? That is not necessary, that is forbidden, that is an obligation, or that is a good idea? Let me see. Natalia, what do you think? If I say you should do it, you should change it.
A and B.
A and B. If I say you should change it, it means that that is not necessary to change it. It means that it's forbidden to change it. That is necessary to change it, or it's a good idea to change it. What do you think? Good. No idea? Can somebody help, Natalia? This is the phrase. Let me write it again. Okay. It says here. You should change it. Okay. Is this an obligation? Is this a recommendation? What do you think? It's an obligation, says, I don't know. Or it's a good idea.
It's a good.
It's just a good idea. Okay. In that case, if you want to do it, you change it. If you don't change it, nothing happens. It's just a recommendation. Okay. Now, let's look at the other phrase. And it says, you must not use your phone in quiet zones. Okay. You must not, you mustn't use your phone in quiet zones. Okay, is this something that is not necessary? Is this something that is forbidden? Or is this something that is necessary or mandatory? Okay, I have some answers here. Okay, it's an obligation, yes. Okay, in this case, mustn't. So it means that it is forbidden. It means you don't have to do that. Okay? It's a no. It isn't allowed or it isn't permitted. Okay? Pay attention to these phrases. Because this is what we're going to check a little bit more today. Next phrase. You don't have to shout. Okay? You don't have to shout. Okay. When I say you don't have to shout, I'm saying that you don't need to do this, it isn't necessary, or I'm saying that it is necessary or mandatory to do this. What do you think? Gustavo, what do you, A, you don't need to do it? Yes. Yes, ma'am. You don't need. It's not necessary. Okay, it's not necessary. And let's go to the next one. It says, I'm going to skip this one because we're going for this one. You must take a call. Yeah. So if you must take a call. So if I say you must take a call, I'm saying that is something necessary or compulsory. And also, I'm going to the last phrase, you have to keep your phone on. Put it here. Okay, you have to keep your phone on. In this case, is also something that is necessary or compulsory. Yeah. Okay. And with this, I want to introduce what we're going to pay attention in a grammar point of the day. Okay. And it's these words. So we have should, mustn't, don't have to, must, and have to. Okay? Should or shouldn't, mustn't, don't have to, must, and have to. And these are called modals of obligation. So keep this in your mind that before we enter to this, we're going to go to Moodle now, okay? Let's go to Moodle and we're going to work on some of these exercises that we have already. So everybody, go to Moodle, go to your course, okay, that is 5D. And let's go to 4B, okay? It says modern manners. What are we going to work with? We're going to work with this one, the sounds of the phone, and we're going to do the matching of these phrases, okay? We have these. I'll show you quickly. Okay, remember, put the numbers in the correct place. Remember that this could change the order, okay? So listen again and put the numbers. And in the next exercise, you have these phrases in the story. And remember, which one means you don't need to do it. It is necessary. It's forbidden, okay? It's not allowed. It's necessary or compulsory or mandatory to do that. And it's just a good idea. Okay, so here we have 4 phrases. Put them in the correct place. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to do this. It's very fast. Do it, and then we'll continue with these modal verbs. Okay, so go ahead. 5 minutes. Okay, almost everybody's finished. Maybe 2 more minutes. Okay, so now let's come back to Zoom. Okay, and let's pay attention to this. Okay, today we're going to work with modal verbs and a specific group of modal verbs that are the modal verbs of obligation. Yeah, and here we have the 4 words, well, the 5 different types of phrases that you had in the story. Phrases or sentences with must, sentences with have to, mustn't, don't have to, and should. And here we can also include the negative, okay, shouldn't. In this case, we are talking about modal verbs that are verbs that would change slightly the meaning or give an intention to your sentence. Let me give you an example, okay? Pay attention right here. I'm going to put this sentence. I will say, he trains hard, okay? He trains hard. That's my sentence, a regular sentence. If I change the sentence and I put a modal verb, and I will say, he should train hard. In this case, I'm saying that is my recommendation that he trains hard. Now, I can change this modal verb and I can put must. And that means that I'm telling that person that it's his obligation to train hard. I can change this again and I will say mustn't. And in this case, wait, I'm missing a letter. In this case, it is he mustn't train hard. And I'm saying that it is forbidden to him to train hard. Maybe he has a problem or he has an injury or a surgery, yeah? So he mustn't train hard. I could also put he doesn't have to train hard. And in this case, I'm saying that is not necessary for him to train. So this is what modal verbs do. They change the intention, they change the function or the meaning of a sentence. And today, we're going to pay attention to these modals, okay? The modals of obligation. There are other modal verbs. There are modal verbs like may, might, that will talk about possibilities, or there are modal verbs like can, that talk about abilities. But today, just this. Now, if you want to give an advice or a recommendation, you use should or shouldn't. If you want to say that something is not necessary or there's no obligation to do it, you use don't or doesn't have to. If you want to say that something is forbidden, it's a prohibition, you use mustn't. But in the case of obligation, we have two options. We could use must or we could use have to. What is the difference? Here you have the difference, okay? Must is an obligation that is imposed by the speaker. The person that is speaking tells you this is your obligation. And have to expresses external obligations. For example, rules that are already established. In the library, you have to be quiet. It's a rule, okay? It's something already established. For example, the teacher says, you must complete this essay by Friday. While the student said, to another student, we have to complete the essay. Like the teacher said that we have to complete the essay. So in questions, it's more common to use have to than must. Okay, we can say that. But at the same time, in many situations, you can use either of them. Okay, you can use both. Is this clear? Because I've been speaking, but I don't know if it's okay. Is it clear? These different types of modal verbs. Let me see your faces because we're going to work with this. So let me know if there are any questions. Okay, modal verbs are verbs that go next to other verbs and they're going to give an intention. Today, we have these 4 intentions or moods: to show obligation, to show prohibition, to show lack of obligation, or to give an advice. And we use these words. Questions? Yes, no? Is it clear? Somebody turn on the microphone. Let me know. Make your head like this. Put a thumbs up. Let me know that it's clear. Clear? Let's see. Questions? Okay, I'm looking at you. Yeah, no questions? Okay, so we're going to work with them. First thing we're going to, I have all these things here that are related to phones. I want you to tell me if it is a recommendation or if it is an obligation, okay? And you have to make a sentence with it, using should or shouldn't, using must or mustn't, if it is an obligation or if it is an advice. Let me give you an example, and then I'm going to pick some people that will help me with this. The first one says, switch off your phone in a theater. Is that a rule, it's an obligation, or is a recommendation? Who can tell me? When you're in a theater, is an obligation to switch off the phone, or is just a recommendation? Tell me. Obligation or recommendation to switch off your phone in the theater?
Recommendation.
Recommendation is not an obligation? What do you think?
Obligation.
Obligation, recommendation, obligation. Okay, when you go to the movie theater, there's a message that appears. Switch off your phone or put it in silent, yeah? So in this case, we're going to put, you have to switch off your phone in a theater. Okay? The next one, talk loudly on your phone in public. That would be a negative thing, like don't talk or shouldn't talk or mustn't talk. So in this case, this is a rule or is a recommendation? You can tell me. Talk loudly on your phone in public. It's something forbidden or it's something that you shouldn't do? What do you think? Recommendation or prohibition?
Recommendation.
It's a recommendation. So I will put like this. You shouldn't talk loudly on your phone. in public. Yeah, so it's a recommendation. Now, I'm going to assign the next sentences, and you will have to send me through the chat box your sentence, okay? The first one, send messages when you are driving. That will be for Alanis. Okay, Alanis, make a sentence with that. It could be with should or shouldn't, or it could be with must, mustn't, or have to. Diana, the next one. Reply to a message on your phone while you're talking to somebody face to face. Okay, so this one will be Alanis. This one, I'll give it to Diana. The next one, we go to Naomi. Welcome, Gerald. This one is for you, Gerald. Okay. Then the next one is for Ashley. You have to make a sentence like the sentence that I did. Oh, sorry. Okay, I will correct your name in a second. The following one is for Alvaro. Okay, I want you to make a sentence with that. The next sentence will go for Evelyn. And the last sentence belongs to Maria Jose Saran. Yeah. So I will give you just a few minutes. Send me your sentence in the chat, okay? And I will write it right here. Remember, you have to think if it is something that is an obligation or a prohibition, or is only a recommendation, yeah? So Alanis, Diana, Naomi, Gerald, Ashley, Alvaro, Evelyn, and Maria Jose Saran, yeah? Yeah, if, okay, Gerald, use your phone, but that's a rule actually, yeah? It's a rule. You have a poster that tells you that you cannot do that. Okay, very good. So Gerald already sent me the answer. It says, you mustn't. Okay, you mustn't use your phone at a petrol station. Okay, excellent, Gerald. There you go. Now let me see who else. Naomi says, you mustn't play noisy games on the phone in public. Is it a rule? If I do it, they put me in jail, or I will receive some kind of punishment, Naomi? Or is a recommendation?
It's a recommendation.
It's a recommendation. So you should not use mustn't, you use shouldn't in that case, yeah? So in the case of Naomi, will be, you shouldn't play noisy games on a phone in public. Okay, Diana, send it to the public, please. Send it to everybody. Diana says, let me see. It says, you should reply to a message on your phone. You should or you shouldn't, Diana, when you're talking to somebody? You should reply when you're talking to somebody face to face, or you shouldn't reply? Shouldn't, right? Shouldn't. Yeah. So correct that one and send it to everybody. Let me see, Alanis. Okay, so I already received from Diana, from Naomi, from Gerald. Okay. I'm missing Alanis, Ashley, Alvaro, Evelyn, and Maria Jose.
I have
Okay, Ashley, I just saw it.
the message. The message.
Yes, you have problems. Okay, so tell me, Alanis. Tell me
Yeah,
aloud.
you don't have to send text message when you're driving.
Okay, but in this case, we don't use don't have to, because don't have to means it's not necessary. So you should use mustn't. You mustn't send text messages when you're driving, okay? That is forbidden. Now, I have Ashley, it says. So here we have Alanis right there. Ashley, it says, you mustn't video people on your phone without permission, yes. Okay, that's against the law. And Alvaro, you should set your phone, let me read your, you should set your phone on silent mode on a train, okay? Yes, this is a recommendation. So I'm missing Evelyn and Maria Jose Sarango. Send me your answers, okay? Send me your answers. Evelyn and Maria Jose. The rest of you, pay attention to what they're putting in the chat box. So Alvaro, send it to everybody. Ashley, send it to everybody. Yeah, Diana, correct it and send it to everybody. Okay, put it in the chat like that for everybody so everybody can see it. I'm waiting for Evelyn and Maria Jose. Okay, Evelyn or Maria Jose, if you need help, let me know. Evelyn, I don't see you again. Let me know that you're there. Okay, Evelyn, Evelyn, Evelyn. I don't think Evelyn is there. It says, send or receive text messages in the cinema. That is not a rule. So we can say you shouldn't, okay? You shouldn't send messages, okay? Evelyn, you have to be here. Let me see, Maria Jose Sarango. Do you need any help? Let me know. Is it clear what you have to do? Okay, Majo Sarango, right there. Now I see you. Do you need help, Majo? It says, turn off your phone on a plane during takeoff and landing. Is that, Maria Jose, a rule or is a recommendation? What do you think? It's a rule that you have?
A rule.
A rule, okay? So you can say it like this. You have to turn off your phone on a plane during takeoff and during landing, okay? You have to. It's a rule that it's already enforced. Now, is it clear the difference between a rule and a recommendation? Rule and a recommendation, Genesis, clear? Gustavo, clear? Valeria, yeah? Is that clear? Okay, so what are we going to do? Let me erase all of this. An important thing that I didn't mention before is that, just a second, with any modal verb, after the modal verb, you have a verb in the base form, okay? You must complete. I cannot put completing or completes or completed or to complete, yeah? After the modal verb, any of these modal verbs, you're going to have a verb in the base form, okay? Just remember that. Now, we're going to do two exercises. You are going to do it. I will give you a hand if necessary, okay? So what are we doing? We have, in this case, you're going to complete with the correct form of have to. For example, this is sentence in future. So I will say, I will have to call back later because the line is engaged, okay? I'm talking about the future. You have to pay attention to it. Number one, passengers switch off their phones during takeoff. Affirmative, this is a sentence in the present. So I will say passengers have to switch off their phones, their laptops during takeoff. Now we have a question. Francesca, can you help me with the question? How we make a question with have to?
Did you have?
Exactly, because it's in past. Excellent. Did you had to do? I'm sorry, did you have? I'm sorry. Did you have to do? Because you already have did. I don't change this. Did you have to do a lot of homework when you were at school? Number three, look at the sentence and help me, Denise. My sister is a nurse So some weeks she worked nights. What do you think? Some weeks, this is like routine. We're speaking in present. So what do we put in this? See, is Denise still here? Oh, I think I lost Denise. So help me, please. Let me see. Okay, I received. Yes, Chris says have to, but it's not have to. It's a she, so we put she has to. Yeah, in this case, we change it like that. Question, Alvaro, help me with the question. You ever have an operation? It says ever in present perfect.
Have you ever?
Mhm. Have you ever? Just give me a second. And then we need to put have to. Yeah. But it's in present perfect, so we're going to put it like this. Have you ever had to have an operation? Yeah, because it's have and the verb in past participle. Yeah, so have you ever had to have an operation? That would be the correct. Okay, this may be a little confusing. You have to pay attention to which verb tense you're using, because have to is going to change according to the verb tense. Okay, so let's do this one together. You do the other one by yourself. Okay, Denise. Okay, Denise. I was looking for you, but I couldn't see you quickly. Now I see you. Domenica Cedeño, help me with number 5. Saturdays are the best days, the best day of the week. I love.
Have to get up.
Okay, but we cannot say love and have. In this case, having. Okay, we're going to use the gerund. Having to get up early. So what I want you to see is that have to is going to change, okay? According to the verb tense, and in this case, after love, we can use the gerund, okay? Or the infinitive. Let's go. Okay, in this case, not having to, because it's negative. I'm sorry, don't make a mistake later. Okay, not having to, it says negative. Okay, not having to wake up early. Number 6. Help me, please. Genesis. Number 6. I leave a message on her voice mail. She wasn't in. And this is yes, in past, right, Genesis? In past?
Past.
Yes, very good. Genesis. I had to. Okay. I had to leave a message on her voicemail. Number 7. Gustavo, what do you think? In the future, people, and we're talking about the future, go to school, and it's negative. How will you put it? Any idea, Gustavo? If we're talking about the future, what do we use? If it's, okay, yes. Tracy is helping. She said want. Okay. It's negative. It's in the future. We use want. So in this case, in the future, people won't have to. Okay. They won't have to go to school. They all study at home. Okay, Denise, you do number 8. With old mobile phones, you used to charge the battery more often.
You used to have to charge the battery more often.
Exactly. Used to After used to, we have the verb with no change, okay? So you used to have to charge the battery more often. Number 9, Saskia. It's a question. Says your boyfriend answer his work mails at weekends, and we're talking about a routine. So, what would you put there? Let's see, are you ready, Saskia?
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead, think. It's a routine. So this is a simple present sentence.
Does your boyfriend have to answer
Exactly.
his work? Okay.
Yes, that's okay. Does your boyfriend have to answer his work emails at the weekends? Okay, we're talking about a routine. And the last one, let me see who wants to help in the last one. The exhibition was free, negative. So and here the meaning is not necessary. And we're talking about the past. So who can tell me what's the answer? Anybody? It's talking about the past.
Didn't have to.
Okay, so I didn't have to. I didn't have to. Yeah? So have to is going to be modified according to the verb tense. The other words, should, shouldn't, must, mustn't, they're not going to change. They will always be should, shouldn't, must, or mustn't. It doesn't matter if you're in the present, in the past, in the future, around, because it will always be like that. And next to it, a verb with no change. So in the other exercise, you have to pick. Now, look at this. It says, tick if both are possible. Okay? Tick if both are possible. And here we find another modal verb that we haven't seen so far, that is this one. Ought to. Ought to is exactly the same as should. And ought not to is exactly the same as shouldn't. Yeah, it's another way to say should or shouldn't using ought to. Yeah, so this exercise, I want you to do it by yourself. Take note of that one. We're going to go to Moodle. We're going to complete these two exercises. Yeah, let me show you where you're going to find them. Have that. Let me take a screenshot. If there's anything wrong, we'll just correct it, but I think everything will be okay. Let me put it in WhatsApp. Remember that sometimes the sentences will change the order. Yeah, so pay attention to where you put each answer. Okay, so there I put this exercise in WhatsApp, so you can also have it. And let's go to Moodle and work on this. Okay, remember the use of each one of these words. So let's go back to Unit 4B. We're going to work with these modal verbs. Where do you find it? Okay, you're going to find it here. Grammar Bank 1A and Grammar Bank 1B. Remember, there's the option that both answers are correct in Grammar Bank 1B. If you think that both answers are correct, you're going to tick both sides, okay? For example here, do you think we should or do you think we ought to text them? So here, in this case, should and ought to, they mean exactly the same. So you can use both, yeah? Put the tick in the correct place. Here we have don't have to, mustn't. This one means it's not necessary. The other one means it's forbidden. Has to and must. Sometimes they mean the same. You have to check. Shouldn't, mustn't, have to, must, don't have to, mustn't. Okay? Check that. Read the sentence and choose the answer. Okay? Go ahead, do that. With the two exercises, Grammar Bank 1A, Grammar Bank 1B. If you have questions, let me know. Okay, Alvaro, we'll check yours. If not, I'll give you another chance. Okay, give me a second. Let me check. Okay, I will give you another opportunity. Remember that there are moments in which you can have both answers correct. Okay. Go ahead, Alvaro. You can do it again. Let me check Mariana's. Okay, let me check if we're finished, and we're going to do now a group activity. Okay, so let me see if everybody's done. 14 people finish. Oh, there's still people working. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes, and we move on. Until there, I'm going to be preparing the groups, okay, for the activity. Hey, it was very short. Everybody finished it? It's finished, not yet? Okay, check, and there's still people working. Okay, time's up, yeah? Let me show you what are we going to do. We're going to separate in 4 big groups, okay? We're going to work in 4 big groups. Let me just get the link. Okay, look at this. So what are we going to do? We're going to get separated into 4 breakout rooms, 4 big groups, and I want you to give me rules or recommendations for these situations. For example, while surfing on the net, okay? For example, I could say you mustn't give your personal details, okay? While surfing the net. Or you shouldn't click on the pop-up announcements. So I'll give recommendations for each of these situations. While surfing the net, while traveling to a foreign country, when starting a new job, when going on a first date. I want you to give recommendations or things that you think are an obligation or prohibitions, yeah, for these situations. So we'll have 4 groups. The first group, that is the first breakout room, will do surfing the net. Number 2, traveling to a foreign country. Number 3, starting a new job. Number 4, going on a first date. Yeah? So I would pick one group leader so you know which is your topic, okay? Let me see. I don't remember who I picked last time, but I will go this time. Okay, I will work with Natalia. You're going to be the group leader here. Okay, so where Natalia is, this is the topic. Chris, you're going to be the group leader here. Okay, so where Chris is, this is the topic. I will explain again, Alvaro, don't worry. Then I will have Ariana. Okay, you're going to be the leader in this topic. And the last one, I will give it to Domenica Cedeño, okay? Leader in this topic. So I have 4 groups. What are you going to do? I repeat, according to your topic, you're going to make a list of recommendations or things that you believe are rules or things that you think are forbidden in these different situations. Okay, let me give you one example with each topic. While surfing the net, you mustn't share your personal information. Okay, that's what I think. When traveling to a foreign country, you shouldn't, or you should find out which are the requirements, okay, to travel to that country. When starting a new job, you must be on time on your first day. Always, but you must be on time. When going on a first day, you should pick a nice outfit. Yeah? So I'm going to give recommendations to the different situations. Now, let me show you where you're going to work. I'm going to make the first group. Let's not relax yet. We're going to relax after this work. And I will give you the link for this document. Here, group 1, you put the names of your group, you put your situation, and you're going to write 10 different recommendations, okay? Same thing for group 2, group 3, and group 4, yeah? Are there questions? Is it clear or I wasn't clear? Let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. So, summarizing, we're going to be divided in 4 groups. Each group has 1 topic. You need to find together as a group 10 tips that you can give to people in these situations. You're going to write sentences using should or shouldn't if you want to give a recommendation, using have to or must if you want to tell a rule, or using mustn't if you want to say that is prohibition. You can also use don't have to if you think that there's something that is not necessary for people to do in these situations. Is that clear now? Yeah? Okay, especially to the people that are going to be here. So the group of Natalia, this is your topic. Chris, this is your topic. Ariana, this is your topic. Domenica Cedeño, this is your topic. I'm going to make the breakout rooms now. I will only assign manually the leaders, well, automatically, and I will check that these 4 people are in different groups. Let me create them. So I have Chris is in one group. Ariana is in the other. We change right there. Okay, and Domenica Cedeño in the other. Okay, you're going to have for this activity 20 minutes. After these 20 minutes, we go on the 15-minute break. Okay, so let me just put 20 minutes. That's more than enough. Go to your rooms. If you have questions, let me know. Okay, go. Remember the topics are going to be here so you can see them. And I'm going to send in the chat box the link for the document, okay, where you have to work. Alvaro, is that clear now? Okay, there's the link. And also in WhatsApp, there's the link. Okay, go to your rooms. Go to your rooms now. Click join, join, join. And you have 20 minutes for the activity. Okay, everybody go to your rooms. Okay, Naomi, tell Diana, maybe she can disconnect with from Zoom now, and she comes back after the activity. But get it, oh no, she has to join the group. Okay, she has to join the group. Disconnect and connect again. Okay, Evelyn, go to your group. Carolina, go to your group. Majo, go to your group. Natalia, go to your group. Okay. Carolina, go to your group. Natalia, are you there? I think Natalia is frozen. Go to your group. Oh, hello. It looks like Natalia is frozen. Ah, there you are, Natalia. You're in two places, right? Connected 2 times? Okay, okay. Go ahead, go ahead. Naomi, maybe Diana can work with you if she still has problems. Yeah? Maybe you can both work together.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Tell me if you have questions, send me a message. Okay, Diana, I will assign you to a group, okay? Okay, Diana, I will assign you to a group.
Thank you.
Let me see. 33. There you go. Hello, Gerald. You finish? Or you need to be sent back to your group? So,
Participate. My microphone doesn't work.
okay. I will send you back to your group. We have 5 more minutes, okay? Just be there. Or if you're finished, wait here. Okay, we're going to take the break after in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. I'll send you back if you need to go there. Yeah? Okay, people, if you are finished, then I think almost everybody is. Let's go to the break. Okay, we come back in 15 minutes for the next part of this. Okay, so go and relax. Okay, see you in 15 minutes. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back. We're going to do a little speaking activity. Okay, I have one question for each person before we continue with our topic of the day. So turn on your cameras, get ready, and we're going to start our second part of the class, okay? The second part, I have you a little bit of a complicated case. You're going to be the judges to see who's right and who's wrong. But first, let's practice some speaking. These are would you rather questions, okay? For example, I could ask, would you rather have super strength or be able to read minds, okay? And I don't know, you tell me be able to read minds, you have to tell me why. Okay, you have to pick one of the choices and tell me why. Yeah. Would you rather means what would you prefer? What would you pick? Okay, I will give you two options. Which one you pick and tell me why. So with this, I will see who's here for this second one. So let me start. And this time we're going to go backwards. The last person in the list from the first one. Okay, so let's start with Valeria. Valeria, pick a number.
Number 5.
Okay, 5. Would you rather cook a meal or bake a dessert? Tell me why.
Bake because I prefer the sweet, and I love chocolate. I think it's more easy to cook.
Okay, okay, good. Yes, desserts. Now, Steffi, number.
Number 14.
14. Okay. Would you rather have lots of friends you kind of like or one friend you really like? Tell me why.
Um, in I prefer to have one friend I really like. Quality over quantity. Having a deep connection with someone truly understands and support you with yourselves.
Okay, okay. Prefer just one really close friend. Okay. Saskia, number.
And number 3.
Move this. Number 3. Would you rather paint or draw?
I would rather paint. It's
Okay.
easier for me than drawing. I'm not creative.
Okay, okay. Let's check that one. And Natalia, number.
Number 10.
Okay. Number 10. Would you rather have another arm or another leg? Imagine that.
Another arm.
Okay, why?
Because with another leg, I don't talk. No walk.
You won't be able to work to walk. That's what you say? Okay.
Yes.
I won't be able to. Okay, Natalia, again. Let's continue with Naomi. Naomi, number.
Number 17.
Would you rather read a book or watch TV?
Watch TV.
Okay. Because
It's funnier to me to watch TV.
It's more fun. Okay, more fun.
It's more fun. So.
Okay. There we go. Okay, let me allow somebody in. Okay. Let's continue. Now I would like to hear Michelle. Michelle, number. Michelle, number.
Number 1.
Okay, Michelle, would you rather live at an aquarium or a zoo? What would you prefer? Aquarium or zoo? Sea animals or land animals? Yeah, Michelle, what would you prefer?
I prefer to live in zoo.
In a zoo. Why? Tell me why.
Because there are more animals.
There are more animals. Okay. Let's check that. And Maria Jose Tamayo, number. Maria Jose Tamayo.
Teacher,
Okay.
number 2, teacher.
Number 2. Would you rather play a board game or a video game? What would you prefer, Maria Jose? A board game like Monopoly or a video game?
Monopoly, reader play.
A board game. Why?
Game. It's more interesting because video games no puedo, como I can't.
I can't.
I can't is very very difficult.
Okay.
I don't like.
Okay, you don't like to play video games because it's difficult. It's very difficult. Okay. Now, Maria Jose Sarango.
Number 4.
Is number 4. Would you rather be inside or outside? Like inside a house, a place, or outside in a park, in a mountain? What do you prefer?
Outside the house.
Okay, why?
Because I will go out for a walks.
You can go out for a walk. Okay. Lady, number.
13.
Would you rather be the funniest person alive or the smartest person alive? Okay, it's a good
Yes,
question.
the smartest person alive.
Okay, tell me why.
I think it's more useful in work or in uni.
Okay, yeah, I agree. It's more useful. Now, let me see who's next. Jennifer, number. And welcome.
7.
Number 7. Okay, would you rather fly a kite or ride on a scooter? Okay, this is a scooter and a kite, the one that you fly. Yeah. Would you rather fly a kite or ride on a scooter? Do you understand? If you don't understand, let me know.
On a scooter.
You prefer a scooter? Okay. Why?
Mm, I like
You like a scooter. Okay. Gustavo, number
11.
Would you rather eat ice cream or pizza?
I prefer pizza.
Okay. What's your favorite flavor?
Of pizza,
Uh-huh.
margarita.
Margarita. Okay. Now let's continue with let me see. Genesis number
Number 6.
6. Would you rather be able to slide down rainbows or jump on clouds? This crazy question. Slide on rainbows or jump on clouds? What would you prefer?
I prefer slide down rainbows.
Okay. Can you give me a reason? Any reason?
Yes.
You just like it. Yeah, I think there's not much to say about this. Francesca, number
8.
8. I hear you today really, really low, Francesca. Would you rather be older or younger?
I think younger because you have less responsibilities.
Okay, okay. That's a good reason, okay? Younger, you have less responsibilities. That's true. Now, let's continue with Evelyn. Evelyn, which number would you like?
12.
Okay, number 12. Would you rather it rains marshmallows or Skittles? Let's imagine it's raining marshmallows or Skittles. What would you prefer? You know which are the Skittles? This little candy of colors.
Marshmallow.
You prefer marshmallows. Okay. Here, we have no reason. It's just because people like it. Dominica Cedeño, number.
20.
Number 12? I don't think there's a 12.
20.
20. Okay, okay, 20. Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invisible? Here you can give me a reason.
To fly.
Okay, why?
Because I can go wherever I want.
Okay, yeah, you can go wherever you want. Okay, cool. Now, Dominica Valda, number.
Number 9.
Okay. Would you rather eat a dead bug or a live worm? What would you prefer, Dominica? Dead bug or live worm?
Dead bug or live
Bug,
worm.
yeah, bug is insecto, right? So dead bug or a live worm. And this is a worm.
Ay, okay.
Yeah?
Dead bug.
A dead bug, yes, yes, I agree with you. Okay, gross, yes. Now let me continue with Chris. Number.
21.
Could you repeat, Chris?
21.
21. Okay. Would you rather be a painter or a dancer?
Mm, I prefer dancing.
The answer, why? Is there any reason?
When I was, I don't remember, 12, 13, I practiced cheerleader.
You practice dancing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, got it. I hear you sometimes. The connection is like a little cut. Denise, number
23.
23. Okay. Would you rather put ketchup on ice cream or sugar on pizza?
I think sugar pizza
Yeah, I agree.
because it's better than ketchup on ice cream.
Yes, yes. Both choices are a little gross. Okay, let's continue with Diana. Diana, which number would you like?
22.
22. Okay, right here. Would you rather live inside your favorite movie or your favorite book? And now you have to give me a reason.
I prefer live inside my favorite movie.
Okay, why?
It will be more because it will be more fun. I don't know.
Okay, and what's your favorite movie?
Twilight.
Twilight. Oh, okay.
Twilight.
A little dangerous then, right? You will encounter wolves and vampires. Let me see who's next. Carolina, number
24.
24. Okay. Would you rather have a pool or a trampoline? Okay, trampoline, the thing that you can jump, or a pool. What would you prefer to have in your house? A pool or a trampoline?
I prefer a pool
A pool. Why?
because I like the swim.
You like the water?
I like to swim.
To swim. Okay, yeah, they like to swim. Excellent. Now let me continue with Ariana. Ariana, number
15.
15. Okay, would you rather have no smell or no taste? This is like COVID, right? No smell or no taste. What would you prefer?
No smell.
No smell. Okay, why?
Um, I think I can eat.
Okay, so then,
Taste.
yeah, of course, if you have no taste, it would be awful to eat, right? Somebody experience no smell or taste during COVID? Nobody? Yeah, yeah, me too. I had no smell. I had taste, but no smell. It's a little bit, it's not that bad, but you get like sometimes you're trying to smell everything. Now, and what happened to me later is that later I had fake smells. Okay, I recovered my smelling, but sometimes I smell things that were not there. So it was like crazy. It was a bad smell, like a wet dog before I recovered my smell. Okay, let's continue with Alanis. Alanis, number
18.
18. Would you rather not ever have to go to school or never have to do chores for the rest of your life? In this case, to university. You don't have to go to university or you don't have to do chores for the rest of your life.
I have to do chores for the rest of my life.
Okay, why?
The university is so important for the life.
Okay, and you also have fun, I guess, right?
Yes.
Fun at university? Yes. Now, let me see, who am I missing? Ashley. Number Ashley.
16.
16. Okay, would you rather have the power to talk to animals or speak every language in the world? Oh, these are good things. Which one would you prefer?
Language in the world?
Every language, every language. I don't know, you speak French, German, like the boy we read about last time. What do you prefer, to talk to animals or to speak all the languages that there are in the world?
Is speak every language in the world.
Every language in the world. Why? Why would you pick that?
Because I like. Mother también like talk about the animal. Is the answer is good.
Okay, difficult decision. You like
Yes.
both? Okay. Now, Christy, you have the last question, and this is also for Gerald. Okay, Christy and Gerald. Would you rather go to outer space or explore the depths of the ocean? Okay, who's going to answer first? Christy, ready? See, Christy. Oh, I have Christy disconnected. Gerald, could you answer this question? Would you rather go outer space or to the ocean, to the depths of the ocean, like in a submarine? What would you prefer? See. Okay, Gerald was trying. Okay, we're going to leave it there and we're going to continue. Now, today I have a story for you. Okay, this story, it's about a girl that visited her boyfriend's house, okay, her boyfriend's parents, and there was a situation with her mother-in-law. Okay, so the question here is mother-in-law from hell or daughter-in-law from hell. So you're going to be the judges. Who was wrong? The mother-in-law or the daughter-in-law, okay, in this situation. So let me see, maybe I could have, Denise, can you help me read this first part, okay? What happened?
Okay. Everyone knows it can be difficult to get on with your in-laws, but for 29 years old, Haiti Withers, it may not be impossible. Haiti was invited to spend the weekend with her fiancé, Freddie's family at their house in Devon, in southwest England. But soon after they returned to London, Haiti received a very nasty email from Caroline Bourne, Freddie's stepmother, criticizing her manners.
Okay, so what happened? She went and visited her fiance's parents. They came back. When she came back, she received an email from his stepmother. And the email was not nice. Okay, it was criticizing her manners. So let's read what she put in the email. Gustavo, can you help me with this? Read this part. All the things that the mother-in-law said about her manners. This part.
Here are a few examples of your lack of manners. When you are a guest in another house, you should not declare what you will and will not eat, unless you are allergic to something. You should not say that you do not have enough food. You should not starve before everyone else. You should not take additional helping without being invited to by your host. You should not lie in bed until late morning. You should have sent a handwritten card after the visit. You have never written to thank me when you have stayed.
Okay, so these are some of the criticism that she made, okay? That she should not say, I don't like this, I like that. She should not say that she needs more food, that start eating before the rest of the people, take additional things without, like, I don't know, take a mayo or more things from the kitchen or from anywhere else without the host inviting you to do it. She should not stay in bed until late, and she should have sent some thank you note. Okay, that these are is the criticism from the stepmother or her fiance. Okay, then what happened? Naomi, could you finish reading?
Katie was shocked and immediately sent the email on to some of her close friends. Surprised and amused, amused, the friends forwarded to other people, and soon the email had been posted on several websites with thousands of people writing comments about the mother-in-law from hell.
Okay, so what did this girl do? She was like shocked by the answer of her mother-in-law, and she sent it to friends, and the friends sent it to friends, and their friends to friends, and finally became like a viral email posted on websites, and everybody commenting about the situation. So, before we read, I prefer space. Okay, Gerald. Thank you for answering. Before we read the comments, I would like to hear some of your opinions. Diana, what do you think? Who was wrong here? The girl or the mother-in-law, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I suppose the mother.
Okay. Why?
Because I think she have a bad manners.
The mother-in-law had bad manners? Or the girl? The mother-in-law. Yeah. Okay, the mother-in-law wrote this email and she's complaining about the manners of this girl. Okay, here we have the mother-in-law, here we have the girl. But who
The
do you
girl.
think? The girl, she really had bad manners. Okay, so it was okay that this mother-in-law sent her the email? It was okay, according to your opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me hear from Francesca. What do you think? Who was wrong and who was right? Or both were wrong, both were right? What do you think?
I think there are ways to express your feelings, and like a nasty email is not the correct form, but also like her friends resending the message was also not correct.
Okay, so the mother-in-law was not right to send this by email. She should have talked in a different way. And the girl should not have sent the email to other people and this like be published everywhere. Yeah, okay. Alanis, what do you think? Who is right? Who is wrong? How would you feel in this situation?
I think that is wrong.
Who is wrong, the mother-in-law or the daughter-in-law? This girl is wrong or the mother-in-law?
Mother-in-law.
Okay, why?
Because
Okay, there's no right or wrong answer, by the way. Okay, just don't be afraid. Tell me, it's just an opinion. Okay, so you think she's wrong? Maybe she was too rude, yeah, to send that email. Could be. Okay, let's look at some of the comments. Remember that this was in a website, so people start making comments on the situation. I want us to read the comments, but also think. These comments are supporting Heidi, that is the mother-in-law, or they're supporting Caroline, that is the girl. Wait, no, I'm the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, Heidi is the mother-in-law, is the girl, and Caroline is the mother-in-law. Okay. So if they're supporting Heidi, that is the girl, you tell me. Okay. Or if they're supporting Caroline, that is the mother-in-law. Or if they are supporting both. Okay, let's say both are right or both are wrong. So the first comment, could you please read a second? Let me see. Domenica Valda, could you read the first comment?
Okay. Mr. Brume says Heidi should have sent a handwritten thank you note. However, she's sent this letter by email. We are in the 21st century.
21st.
Nobody sends and 21st. Nobody sends handwritten letters anymore.
Okay, so who is this supporting? Is supporting Heidi, is saying that Heidi is right, or is supporting Caroline? What do you think? Is supporting Heidi or is supporting Caroline?
Heidi.
Exactly. It's supporting Heidi, right? It says, okay, she says that she had to send something written, but she sends an email. So he's criticizing Caroline and supporting Heidi. Number two, let me see. Ariana, could you read it, please?
Why do we hear nothing about Freddy's role in all this? Why didn't he prepare Haley? He must know what his stepmother is like. He could also have prepared his family by telling them about any problems his girlfriend has.
Okay, so in this case, who do you think is this supporting? It's actually talking about the boyfriend, right? But this comment will be supporting Heidi or supporting Caroline or both. What do you think?
No.
None of them?
To know?
Both? The two of them? Or nobody? Yeah,
No,
both.
nobody.
Nobody. Okay. Yeah, maybe yes. It doesn't talk directly supporting one or the other, but maybe it's defending both Okay, I'm going to confirm that in a second because he says that he has the problem, okay, not the people. He didn't prepare the situation with the family or with the girlfriend. Number 3, Steffi, could you read please the third comment?
The email was a private communication. I don't think Heidi I should have sent it on to her friends. It makes me think that Mr. Brown might be right about her bad manners.
Okay, so this comment is supporting whom? Caroline or Heidi? The girl or the mother-in-law? What do you think?
Caroline.
It's supporting Caroline, yes, okay? Because the girl sent the email to everybody. Yeah, that wasn't correct. Number 4, Jennifer, can you read it? Number 4.
Mm. The split mother seems to be extremely jealous of Heidi. Perhaps she wants to keep Brandy all to herself. If I were Heidi, I would leave him.
Okay, so who is supporting this comment? Is supporting Heidi or is supporting Caroline?
Heidi.
Is supporting Heidi, yes. Okay. Number 2, in the answer will be Heidi because I think both, but it will be Heidi because the boyfriend should have prepared. Number 5. Number 5, help me please. Saskia.
The mother-in-law may have a few good points, but she should have spoken to Heidi face to face, not send her an email.
Okay, so in this case, this comment is supporting Heidi, Caroline, or both.
Caroline.
Caroline, but it says she shouldn't send an email.
So both.
So both, okay? So in this case, it's supporting Heidi and it's supporting Caroline. Both. Number 6, Genesis.
I think that's the one with the extremely bad manager is Mr. Bowler.
Okay, so who is this comment supporting? Heidi or Caroline?
Caroline.
Caroline, but it says that the one with the bad manners is Mrs. Byrne. Mrs. Byrne is Caroline. So this says that the one that has the bad manners is Caroline. So this comment is supporting whom? Okay, in this case, it's supporting Heidi because it's saying that the one that has the bad manners is Caroline. Okay, so it's supporting Heidi. Now, Christy, are you there? Can you read the last one? Are you there, Christy? Christy. See. Christy. And so then I would like to help me, please. Lady, the last one.
Mr. Byrne, I agree with every word you say. Young people just don't have any manners nowadays. I hope Freddie sees sense and finds someone better.
Okay, so who is this comment support?
Caroline.
All right. Okay. Now, this is a difficult situation, right? A difficult situation. And it's something that may happen because we have to pay attention to our manners. In this, both people, and I agree with Francesca, both people like were not right, okay? The mother-in-law for sending the email, the daughter-in-law for forwarding the email, but also for not considering what is good manners for this family. So it's always good to ask about what would be good manners in the specific place that you're going. Now, what are we going to do with this? We have two exercises. First one, we already did it. But here, and I want you to do this by yourself, I want you to think a lot. There are some words or phrases in the article that are going to have these meanings. For example, a man to whom you're going to be married. It's a noun. How do you call a man to whom you're going to be married? Then we have something that is unpleasant. How do you call that? A verb that says what is bad or wrong with somebody or something, okay? What verb means saying something that is bad about another person. Not having enough of something, another noun. A person you invite to your house, what's the name of the person that you invite to your house? And what's the name of the person that receives you in their house? And finally, when you send an email or message you receive to another person, how do you call that? Okay, so we have some vocabulary right here. Where are you going to find these words? You're going to find them in the story. Okay, so you're going to go back to this story and find these words. Okay, is it clear or not? Would you need my help or you can do it by yourself? Find these words. Find these words. I help you. For example, a man to whom you're going to be married. I go to the story. And I will say that is the fiancé. Okay, that's a man you're going to be married. Same thing, you're going to look for words in the story that will help you match these definitions. Let me show you. And we're going to work this in. Okay, this is the exercise right here. You have Heidi, Caroline, or Heidi and Caroline, and you have to put them in the correct place. And the other exercise is the vocabulary exercise. Okay, we're going to go all the way down here. We're going to read it, okay? Find vocabularies or in the article that mean that. So here you have the words come from the story. Yeah. Like I say, the first one, a man to whom you're going to be engaged, to be married, that is here, a fiancé. So I will write here, fiancé. Yeah. Look for my accent. Okay, a fiancé. Now, read again the story and find a word that means unpleasant. Okay, unpleasant means something that is not nice. Yeah, you look in the story and you find that word like that. Is it clear what you have to do? Or you have questions? Let me know. Let me see you. So you're clear? Okay, so let's see if you can find the words. If after a while you cannot find them, you can ask me and I help you, okay? But give it a try and try to find the words that mean this. Okay, saying what is bad, not having enough of something, a person you invite to your house, a person who receives a visitor, and to send an email you receive, you send it to another person. Which words mean that? Okay, work on that. Where do you find these exercises? Let me show you again. You go to 4B. Yeah. And you're going to go all the way down to the part that says reading. Okay, right here, reading. Exercise 1 and exercise 2. Okay, work with these 2 exercises. Go ahead, maybe 10 minutes will be enough. Okay, if you take a little bit more, you can go up to 15 minutes. Work on that. Okay, work on that. Give me a second. I'm going to close my camera just for a second. Okay, were you able to find the words? Is there any word you're having trouble with? Let me know.
Miss, for is lack, not having enough of something.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
But that's the noun. Lack.
Lack. Lack.
Okay.
Means
Yes, tell me.
in number 7, the verb is forward without ed or with ed.
Forward. Forward. Just okay. Let me check how's the answer in the program. Okay. Because forward
Means
until the
I
D, that's it. Okay.
make a mistake. It's forward with ed and I
ED.
just write yes, and
Okay.
I just write
Don't worry.
I just word forward.
Okay,
no-
so put it with ED for the rest of the people. Naomi, don't worry. I will check it. It is still correct. Okay. Forward with ED.
Number 3, criticizing.
Could you repeat, Chris? Because I hear you cut. Tell me again.
Yes, number 3, verb saying what is right or wrong is criticizing.
Criticize. Yeah. Now, let me see if we use the ing or not. Give me a second.
Number 1.
So it will be criticized with no ing. Okay, criticize, Z-E at the end.
Criticize. Okay. Number 1, fiancé.
Yes. Remember to put the accent. See how that's going. Any other questions? Somebody needs help? Okay, let me see who's finished. Monica is still working. Chris, I guess you're almost finished. Maria Jose working. Denise working. Okay, let's take 1 more minute. Okay, finish that. Okay, we're ready. Let me check one last time so we can continue. Still people working. Okay, let's finish. If you need help, let me know.
Miss, ¿era solo esa actividad o también la de los comentarios?
Both. The two activities. I guess the other one was already done. But the two activities, people. Let me check the other one. Both of them. Both of them. And it's quickly, we already did it. So you should do that one really, really fast. Let's see who's finished. Yeah, it's done. Okay, most of the people are done with the other activity. Okay, let's see.
Means 4D, we have to do 4D.
4D, not yet. 4D is the listening, right? Not yet. Okay. We're going to watch a little video and then we're going to work with the listening
So
activity.
we had to do just 4C.
Oh no, yes, 4D, yes. Reading. I thought you were talking about the listening activity.
No.
The two reading activities, okay? You have them right there on the screen. The two things, okay? The two things, 4C and 4D. Okay, you have right here, 4C, 4D. Okay, Natalia, don't worry, I'll check that, okay? Okay, Chris, in which number? 4C or 4D? Let me know that one, so I can give you the other chance. Which number, Chris? 4C, okay. Okay, go ahead. You can do it again. Okay, 3 minutes. 3 minutes exactly to finish the 2 exercises. And then we're going to watch this video.
Miss,
Yes.
for the two, I'm not sure, is just supporting Haiti or both?
Okay, let me check what is number 2. In number 2 is supporting Haiti. Is the one about Freddie, right? Yeah, it's supporting
Yes.
Haiti. It's supporting Haiti.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, ready? Ready? Let me see you. Okay, we're going to watch this video. This video is of Mr. Bean. And we're going to choose the correct form to complete some of the sentences of what's happening in the video. Okay? So get ready and let's watch it. Okay, so Domenica Cedeño, you don't have to park there, mustn't or shouldn't park there. What do you think?
You mustn't.
You mustn't park there. Okay, you mustn't park. It's not allowed. Okay, now Valeria. Mr. Bean has to stand in line and wait, must or should. What would be the best way to complete this sentence?
Uh,
Should.
Should is an option, is a recommendation, or is something that it's like a rule?
Like a rule.
Right? Okay, so we have has to and we have must. What would be better in this case?
Has to.
Has to. Okay, must maybe a little bit too strong for this situation. Okay, maybe too formal. We will use has to. Okay, so Francesca, Mr. Bean must, should, or has to take a ticket on rate.
Must.
Must, yeah, could be. What would be another option? Okay, we can have must. Has to, it's also okay. Okay, in both cases are okay. Has to, if we consider like a general rule. Must, if we consider that she says that. Yeah, so both are okay. Worry about. Okay, so let me see, Natalia. You must let elderly people sit down, or should, or have to. What would you pick?
You should.
You should. Okay, it's a recommendation. It's not an obligation, but it's like the correct thing to do, right? He didn't do it. Okay, Maria Jose Sarango. You shouldn't mock people. You mustn't mock people. You don't have to mock people. Mock means make fun of somebody else. Okay, that's mock. So what do you think, Maria Jose Sarango?
You don't have to.
Don't have to means is not necessary. Shouldn't mean that it is recommendation.
You must
This
not
is
people.
prohibition. This is a prohibition. Are you forbidden to mock people? It will happen something to you? Or you say it in Spanish, Majo. Majo, debería is this one. Okay?
No debería.
Okay,
Shows.
I heard you. I heard you. So
Okay.
what you say in Spanish is this. Okay, you shouldn't mock people. Okay, it's not the correct thing to do. So it's a recommendation. Okay? It's something wrong. Okay, and the last one, Majo Tamayo. He steals her ticket, so he mustn't wait as long, won't have to wait as long, shouldn't wait as long. How will you complete this sentence? Majo Tamayo.
His turn, his tick. Okay. Debería. Shouldn't.
Shouldn't wait as long. But let's complete the sentence. It says, he steals her ticket, so he mustn't wait as long. He steals her ticket, so he won't have to wait as long, or so he shouldn't wait as long.
He steals his ticket, shouldn't.
Shouldn't, not shouldn't. Pick another one.
Something. Él podría, no, no sé, teacher.
Okay, so can somebody help here? What would be the correct answer? What do you think?
Won't
Won't have to. Yeah, so he steals the ticket, so he don't have the need, so it's not necessary to wait that long. Okay, that's what we have here. Okay, that's it. That's it. So, what do you think? Mr. Bean has good manners or bad manners? Saskia, good manners or bad manners from Mr. Bean? What do you think?
bad manners.
He has very bad manners, very, very bad manners. Okay, now, this is our last activity. When we finish this, if we have some extra time, we're going to take it to go to Alticia. The first cut of Alticia was already made. Almost everybody got their first point in Alticia. I think I have like 3 people that didn't get to the 50%. Okay, but the rest of you, some people are almost finished with Alticia. So if we have some extra time now, we can work on that. But here we have another case of manners, differences in groups. In this case, is a couple, and their differences come from the place where they were born. The woman is from England, okay, it's from the UK, and the man is from Russia. So what is considered good manners in England is like a little bit excessive in Russia. So we're going to listen to this woman talking about the problems that they have as a couple because of these differences in Russian manners and British manners. Yeah. So first, just listen and think about these 2 questions. What was their problem? And how have they managed to solve the difference? How did they solve the problem? General idea on the first time. Then we're going to go for some details and check if these sentences are true or false. Okay. So the question now is, what was their problem and how did they solve the problem? Yeah, so let's listen.
Means we're not listening.
You can't listen? Okay. Thank you.
No.
Wait, wait, wait. Okay, thank you, Francesca. Like after a minute, you tell me you're not listening to anything. And thank you, Naomi. Let me fix it. Maybe when I share again, I forgot to share sound. And yes, it is. Okay. So I'm just into the story and you are not listening to anything. Let me put it again. Okay. Let's listen now. Oops.
2.48. I always thought that good manners were always good manners, wherever you were in the world. But that was until I married Alexander. We met in Russia when I was a student there, and I always remember when I first met him. He came to my flat one afternoon, and as soon as he came in, he said to me in Russian, "Nalye menye chai," which means, "Pour me some tea." Well, I got quite angry and I said, "Pour it yourself." I couldn't believe that he hadn't used a "could you" or a "please." To me, it sounded really rude. But Alexander explained that in Russian, it was fine. You don't have to add any polite words. Some months later, I took Alexander home to meet my parents in the UK, but before we went, I had to give him an intensive course in pleases and thank yous. He thought they were completely unnecessary. I also told him how important it was to smile all the time. Poor Alexander. He complained that when he was in England, he felt really stupid, like the village idiot, he said, because in Russia, if you smile all the time, people think that you're mad. And in fact, this is exactly what my husband's friends thought of me the first time I went to Russia, because I smiled at everyone and translated every please and thank you from English into Russian. Another thing that Alexander just couldn't understand was why people said things like, "Would you mind passing me the salt, please?" He said, "It's only the salt, for goodness sake. What do you say in English if you want a real favour?" He was also amazed when we went to a dinner party in England and some of the food was, well, it wasn't very nice, but everybody, including me, said, this is delicious." In Russia, people are much more direct. The first time Alexander's mother came to our house for dinner in Moscow, she told me that my soup needed more salt and pepper, that it didn't really taste of anything. I was really annoyed, and later, after she left, Alexander and I argued about it. Alexander just couldn't see my point. He said, "Do you prefer your dinner guests to lie?" Actually, I think I do. I'd prefer them to say, "That was lovely," even if they didn't mean it. Anyway, at home we now have an agreement. If we're speaking Russian, he can say, "Pour me some tea," and not say "thank you" when I give it to him. But when we're speaking English, he has to add a please, a thank you, and a smile.
Okay. So who can tell me what was their problem? Just go for it. Open your microphone. What was their problem? Everybody tired today. Open your microphone. Tell me what's the problem. Don't make
Manners.
Manners, differences. Why they had different manners?
Because of their nationalities.
Because of their nationalities, okay? They have different manners in the different countries. How did they solve their problem? What was the solution that they found at the end? What was the agreement that they have at the end of the story?
Learn the manners.
To learn the manners? Are you sure? Almost, but a different agreement.
With their parents.
We're going to go for these details, but they agree at the end in something. If they are speaking in Russian, they don't need to say please and thank you. If they're speaking in English, they must say please and thank you and smile. Yeah. So the problem was that since they came from different countries, they had different ways to see these manners. British people, extremely polite, all the time putting, could you mind, could you please, can you help me with this? Thank you, okay? A lot of polite words. In the case of Russian people, very direct, yeah? So now we're going for the details. Here we have 7 sentences, and you have to decide if they are true or they're false. And this time, I'm going to assign these sentences. Chris, you're going to do number 1. Carolina, number 2. I don't know if Gerald, are you available? Because Gerald was with connection problems. Let's see. If, okay, he had to disconnect. Okay, so let me go with Alanis, you're number 3. Diana, you're number 4. Naomi, you're number 5. Ashley, number 6. And Evelyn, number 7. Okay, let me read the statement. The rest of the people, you can also answer through the chat. Let's read the statements. Then we listen again, and then we try to see if this is true or this is false. Number 1, in Russia, you should say please in Russian when you ask someone to do something. True or false? Number 2, before Miranda took Alexander to meet her parents, she taught him about English manners. True or false? Number 3, when Alexander smiled at people in the UK, he felt ridiculous. Number 4, when Miranda went to Russia the first time, Alexander's friends were delighted because she smiled all the time. Number 5, Alexander thinks that the English sometimes use very polite expressions unnecessarily. Number 6, Alexander thinks the English are too direct.
Lo siento.
Number 7, Miranda doesn't think her dinner guest should criticize her cooking. Yeah? So we're going to listen again. Let's remember number 1, Chris, number 2, Carolina, number 3, Alanis, 4, Diana, 5, Naomi, 6, Ashley, 7, Evelyn. Okay? So be ready.
2.48. I always thought that good manners were always good manners, wherever you were in the world. But that was until I married Alexander. We met in Russia when I was a student there, and I always remember when I first met him. He came to my flat one afternoon, and as soon as he came in, he said to me in Russian, "Nalye menye chai," which means, "Pour me some tea." Well, I got quite angry and I said, "Pour it yourself." I couldn't believe that he hadn't used a "could you" or a "please." To me, it sounded really rude. But Alexander explained that in Russian, it was fine. You don't have to add any polite words. Some months later, I took Alexander home to meet my parents in the UK, but before we went, I had to give him an intensive course in pleases and thank yous. He thought they were completely unnecessary. I also told him how important it was to smile all the time. Poor Alexander. He complained that when he was in England, he felt really stupid, like the village idiot, he said, because in Russia, if you smile all the time, people think that you're mad. And in fact, this is exactly what my husband's friends thought of me the first time I went to Russia, because I smiled at everyone and translated every please and thank you from English into Russian. Another thing that Alexander just couldn't understand was why people said things like, "Would you mind passing me the salt, please?" He said, "It's only the salt, for goodness sake. What do you say in English if you want a real favour?" He was also amazed when we went to a dinner party in England and some of the food was, well, it wasn't very nice, but everybody, including me, said, "This is delicious." In Russia, people are much more direct. The first time Alexander's mother came to our house for dinner in Moscow, she told me that my soup needed more salt and pepper, that it didn't really taste of anything. I was really annoyed, and later, after she left, Alexander and I argued about it. Alexander just couldn't see my point. He said, "Do you prefer your dinner guests to lie?" Actually, I think I do. I'd prefer them to say that was lovely, even if they didn't mean it. Anyway, at home we now have an agreement. If we're speaking Russian, he can say, "Pour me some tea," and not say thank you when I give it to him. But when we're speaking English, he has to add a please, a thank you, and a smile.
Okay, so let's hear from you. What do you think are the answers? Okay, number one belong to Chris. In Russia, you should say please when you ask someone to do something. What do you think?
I'm
Okay,
not sure,
Denise, very
but
good. Mhm.
it's false.
It is false. Okay, in Russia, it's not necessary. Number two. Okay, very good, Chris. Number two. Let me see, Carolina. Before Miranda took Alexander to meet her parents, she taught him about English manners. True or false? What do you think?
I think it's true.
It is true, Carolina. Very good. Okay, it's true. Number three, and that belongs to Alanis. Alanis. When Alexander smiled at people in the UK, he felt ridiculous.
It is true.
It is true. Very good. Number four, and that belongs to Diana. Diana, when Miranda went to Russia the first time, Alexander's friends were delighted because she smiled all the time.
True.
It's true. They were delighted. Like they say, "Oh, this is great." What do you think? Yes? Okay, actually, they thought that she was mad. In this case, mad doesn't mean angry. In this case, mad means crazy. Okay, this girl is crazy, smiling all the time. So you can say that this one is false. Yeah. Number five, Naomi. Alexander thinks that the English sometimes use very polite expressions unnecessarily.
I think it's true.
That's true. Okay, he was talking about the example of the salt, right? Number six, and that belongs to Ashley. Ashley, Alexander thinks the English are too direct. True or false? What do you think, Ashley? English are too direct?
True?
It's true. Actually, the opposite is false. The ones that are too direct are the Russians. The English are too indirect. Okay, they use a lot of polite and indirect requests. And the last one, Evelyn. Miranda doesn't think her dinner guests should criticize her food. Is that true or false?
True.
That is true. Okay, she said that she preferred people to lie to her than criticize her directly. Okay, the question now is for us. What would people from your country do in this situation? Do you think in Ecuador people are like extra polite like England or they're direct like Russia? What do you think? Do we use a lot of magic words like please, thank you, or we don't use them? What do you think? Naomi says yes. Yes, what? Yes, we are polite? Yes, we do. Okay, actually, we even use a lot of hitos. Please give me the platito and help me with this hito and this other hito, like making like this short, nice things for every single word. So I think we are on the polite side, okay? And I think it's good, but it depends on your preferences. So this is it for today. We have 3 minutes. You can use this few minutes just to put these answers in Moodle. This is the last exercise, okay? You finish that and we say goodbye. See you next week, okay? We're already, today is week 5. Finishing week 5, we have 6, 7, 8, 6 and 7, and in 8, I think we have the test already. So we are very close We have more than half already done. Yeah. Next class, we're going to make a quick review of Unit 4, and then we enter to our last unit, that is Unit 5. Yeah. Complete this in Moodle. I will leave it there in the screen, and make sure that you read the sentence that is in the correct order so you don't make mistakes. Okay, finish that and you may go. Yeah. Questions? No? Okay, let me take also a screenshot so you can have it in your WhatsApp. Anyways.
Yes, I finish.
You finish, you may go. Okay, you may go. Bye-bye. See you next week. Have an excellent weekend.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye. Have an
Bye.
excellent week. Bye-bye,
Thank
everybody.
you, Miss.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye. You're welcome. Have a great day. Okay, now it's time for everybody. So I would say bye-bye. Have an excellent day and see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.